Thanks, Mike. Emmanuel, there was no doubt a playoff atmosphere in here tonight. You guys held the Celtics to 9 for 42 from 3. Can you take me inside what it took defensively to take these guys out?
Yeah, Boston's a great team. We knew it was going to take a great effort to beat those guys. You know, they're top of the East where we want to be. So it's going to take that every night, you know, to be a great team like that. So that's what we did. 6
straight wins for the Knicks now. How much does that come down to chemistry in your mind? And can you describe what it's like inside the locker room right now?
Yeah, God is great. We've been getting wins. You know, everybody's working hard, coming in, getting work in. So, and our chemistry together is on another level. So we just want to continue to keep doing that. Everybody's playing together, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Quick, the team moves into 5th in the East. No doubt a lot of that has to do with the exceptional play from you lately. And tonight on the broadcast, we were talking about how there were 2 6-man candidates on the floor between you and Brogdon. How does it feel to be in that conversation at such a young age and early stage of your career?
I try not to think about it too much because all I really care about is winning. But sometimes you can't help to, you know, think about it. But I just want to keep working, continue to keep getting better with these guys. We got something special going on, so I want to continue to keep that going.
Quick, thanks.
Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my mom up there. I see y'all.
There you go, Mike. Shout out to Night Trees.
What is it like to be the reason why we are 6-0? Because you play so much defense, you play very hard on both ends of the floor. Yeah. Offensive rebound daggers. So what goes into that on a daily basis?
You know, JB and Jew going for 40. RJ over there hooping. You know, Mitch blocking and rebounding, man. Quick. It wasn't a goaltend. Quick coming off the bench, giving us 20, man. When they do that, man, it's easy to win, man. So good coaching too.
Josh Hart, number 3 on the floor, number 1 in our hearts. Appreciate you. What's up with you?
Emmanuel, Quickley, you are welcome to take my job anytime. Josh, we talked about the toughness and the grit that you said it was going to take to win this one tonight. Can you describe what that did take defensively?
Yeah, it took everyone being on the same wavelength. Obviously, they got Jason Tatum, who's, like I talked to you about before, he's a top 10 player in the league, one of the best scorers in the league. So we were locked in. Marcus Smart had some big shots, but we were going on runs in the first, and we kind of had to try to slow him down. But everyone was locked into the game plan and finished possessions with defensive rebounds, and then we were able to execute.
It seemed as you guys fought off every run. It wasn't just one of those nights where Jalen or Julius dominated, but just up and down. It seemed like you were getting it from everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was a good, solid team win. Obviously, the record tells you how good they are, and they can make up ground very quickly because of the way they shoot the three. Their shot profile is terrific, so no lead feels safe with them.
I think Mitch set a little tone early with that block on Tatum, and I think he had a block and pass for a steal the next possession.
Yeah, he's an elite defender. Obviously, the rim protection, even if he's not blocking, they're looking for him. And he's got great discipline in the restricted. And then offensively, just creating the extra possessions and doing what he does there, it's big for us. And then I thought we got good bench play. We had good all-around play.
There was a play in the fourth quarter where Mitch gets a block, and then he beat everybody down the floor. I forget he missed the jumper, but Mitch ends up getting a put back on that position because he just had such good positioning. How much of his evolution and really becoming the level of offensive rebounder that he's at is because of his ability to just beat guys down the floor? I remember last year conditioning was a big
yeah, I think obviously 2 summers ago he was limited because of the foot injury, and then I think when you look at his body, the overall conditioning, the strength combined with his conditioning, he's changing ends of the floor. He's making multiple effort plays. We're seeing a ton of pick and roll. Most teams are heavy pick and roll teams in the league. So you got to get up at the point of attack, then you got to drop the roller, then you got to protect the rim, then you got to close out, then you got to finish with the rebound. So most of his plays require 2, 3, 4 efforts, and then offensively run the floor, set screens, roll hard to the rim, And I think our guys are doing a better job now of reading when his man's coming, and we're connecting with that. It's helping us to create much better rhythm, and the threat of him at the rim pulls people in, which opens up the corner threes, which is high value as well.
I know you always say you don't want to look ahead, but where you are right now, what tonight's game and 6 straight wins, is this showing you that you guys are maybe something?
Well, and again, it's like it's where we are in the season, and we start off with the idea of let's get better every day, and then you begin the season with the end in mind, knowing that you want to be playing your best at the end. So you're trying to make deposits each and every day, all the way through. But it's easy to get sidetracked in this league because of all the distractions, the length of the schedule. So you want to establish your routines and build your habits, and do the right things, and understand this game tonight, feel good tonight, and then tomorrow we got to get ready for Brooklyn. And tonight's win will have nothing to do with the Brooklyn game. So the Brooklyn game, we know we have to be right and ready for them. And that's the challenge you face in the league, and that's the beauty of this league.
There were a lot of moments last year where you talked about finishing quarters and finishing halves, like not letting out the last quarter, like the last minute, whatever it was. This, especially during this run, you guys have really, another team comes with a run, you guys stave it off, you guys make a run of your own. There's a lot of overlap on players on this team who were there last year. What are they doing now that they weren't executing?
I thought the second half of last year we improved a lot last year as well. We got hit early on with injury, and then we got hit with the COVID too, so that factored into last year's season. But last year was last year. This year is this year. It's different. And we always talk about, we lay out a plan at the beginning of the year, the first 5 minutes of the game, last 5 of the half, first 5 of the third, obviously the last 5 of the game are crucial periods. So you want to be ready, alert, aware, and on top of it. So those points of the game are very, very important.
You guys have been rolling along pretty well during the streak offensively. I think we said it was 120 something per game. Did you enjoy having a game like this once in a while, where this was sort of?
I'm very biased to winning, so I really, oftentimes everybody's pigeonholed into something. You're a defensive guy, you're an offensive guy, you're a player development guy, you're this, you're that, whatever it is. I like to think I'm a basketball coach, and I've worked for people that expected you to do all 3. So they expected you to be able to coach offense, coach defense, player develop, game plan, scout, evaluate personnel, and that's the way I approach it. And so I think having a good understanding of defense also helps you offensively, and it gives you an idea of matchups and then how to attack certain schemes. So I think all that stuff helps, and then have good players. That helps a lot.